Pecans and rock.
Ooh yeah. Well, alright, we're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. We're jamming, jamming.
Hello folks, welcome to another Taste Buds episode. Today we are making walnut and peanut drops. Yes, walnut and peanut drops. And what I did first and foremost off camera is that I put the walnuts to soak in some Jamaican white rum. Yes, Jamaican white rum. And I left this to soak overnight in maybe about half cup of white rum or quarter cup of white rum. And I'm using some honey roasted peanuts because I like that extra crunch that the honey roasted peanut have. I'm also using ginger, guys, and this is 2 pieces of ginger. You can use as much ginger as you want. The more gingery is, the nicer it is. I'm also using whole cloves and some cardamom seeds to add more flavor to my drops. I'm using vanilla and I'm using some anise extract as my flavor intensifier. Yes, man, I promise you. And I'm gonna use maybe about 1 to 2 cups of sugar. All right, the first thing you want to do is you want to add 2 cups of water to your pot and bring it to a semi-boil. You want it not to be bubbling too much. You just want it to, nice boil. And once your water has, you put on your water, then you want to add some cloves. Yeah, I'm adding maybe about 4 or 5, maybe about 6 cloves. And then I'm adding about 4 or so cardamom pods or seeds. And this I want to boil into the water so that it flavors it. And remember, guys, that once you have started to add your other ingredients, your ginger and your peanuts and stuff, you want to fish these out of the water so that you don't inadvertently leave it into the drops. All right, because if somebody bite onto one of these spices, it's gonna be rough, really rough. So then I'm going to prepare my ginger. And the idea behind this is to, wash, peel, and chop your ginger as finely as you can. Some folks can, put it in a food processor, for instance, and get it all liquefied or, as broken down as possible. I don't mind having bits of ginger in the drops because it does taste good, especially when you bite into a piece of ginger. And so that's up to you how fine you want your ginger to be. But it's usually acceptable to do it very, very fine. And here you have the chopped ginger. Yeah, and as you can see, it's a lot of ginger. And so once your water has come up to a certain level, started to boil, that's where you want to add your ginger. And this is where the actual cooking process starts now. Okay. The very next thing that we're gonna do is to start adding our walnuts, and we're gonna also add our peanuts. And we want to add these at this time so that we can get the flavors all gelled together. The peanuts can start to absorb some of the spices, and also the peanut can break down a little bit so that it becomes nice and chewable when you add your sugar and bring it to caramelize. And you want to mix this thoroughly, make sure everything is properly incorporated. At this time, this is where you want to also add a little bit of salt, because somebody told me that, salt does help to absorb with the absorption of the spices, and it also makes the sugar not that sugary. It's like a balance. So you want to add a little bit of salt to this at this time. And once these have been boiled for a little while, maybe about 15 minutes, this is where you want to add your vanilla and your other spices or aromatics. And I found some lemon extract, and so I'm going to add some lemon extract as well. And as you can see, guys, I'm a person who wings it. I don't really do measurement as such, but please do not be upset with me. That's just how I cook. I'm not a chef, and I just do it according to how I feel. All right, I'm gonna try to put measurements in the description box, however. And this is boiling nicely, and I think I'm gonna add the star anise next, and then we're gonna start putting in some sugar. And for this exercise, I am using 2 cups of sugar. I am gonna add 1 full cup of sugar, and then maybe half a cup, and then see how it feels to me, and then I'm gonna add the other half. All right, so we're starting with 1 cup of sugar, and then we watch and see how it goes, because sometimes you may need a little bit more sugar because your reduction takes a little bit longer to reduce, and if it does not reduce within 30 minutes, that means you have too little sugar in there and you need to add some more sugar. And then you have to be aware of what's going on in your pot at that time, because that's where the caramelization starts. And if you leave it alone and do not check on your pot, it's gonna burn. All right, so this is where you're gonna just basically continue mixing and keeping the sugar moving in your pot. If you notice the bubbles have formed, that's because the sugar is doing its thing, the water is reducing, the alcohol that is in the walnut is pretty much burning off, and so this is gonna happen. And you can use this as a guide to see where you are at in your drops making process. When the water and the bubbles come down, it means your drops is pretty much finished. What I've done here is, once it has reduced enough, I put it on a baking tray, and there you have it. My drops are finished. They're not too pretty to look at, but they are delicious, guys. And I do hope you get to try this in your neck of the woods as well. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and everything. Yardie Belly is saying, turn your hand and make fashion, and live and laugh, cook and eat. Once again, check out the description box, check out the shop now page for merchandise, and have yourself a sweet, sweet day. Big up on yourself for Yardie Belly TV, says so.